Hey, folks, welcome. Today is December 10th, 2018. It's Global Tarot Circle. We are 1 minute away from starting. If you're watching in archive, welcome. Please do feel free to watch and play along, but don't be offended if we don't respond because we're recorded. But we are live now, and as people start coming into the room, we will greet them and get started. This is our monthly presentation, and I'll go ahead and start with a little bit of information about what we'll do over the next hour. We will be together for an hour. You can come and go as you please, but I'll be here for an hour. And in the first half hour, what we like to do is share readings and also just introduce ourselves. This is Global Tarot Circle. What that means is we have people from all over the country. And the first person in today is Amy. She is a new resident of Portland, Oregon, having moved from North Carolina. And she's been with us for this whole journey. We're very excited. She likes my strength necklace. So I posted in Tarot Nerds about this necklace. This was a gift from in the tarot world, like we have our clients, but our clients are very often also our friends. They become our friends. They are our students. And this came from such a person who came in one day for a reading and then started taking classes. And we discovered that we were both 8. We both have the birth number of 8, so we are both strength. So she gave me that. Is that not freaking awesome? I love it. Okay, so do as Amy did. If you are here, go ahead and say hello. And Margaret is here, my friend from Sun City Center. What a great town in Florida that is, with a great metaphysical community. Glad that you're here. And Linda Rogers is here. Glad you're here. Very good. And you know what? If you have a chance, when you check in, say where in the world you are. One of the things I love is that we are global. We have people from all over the world. Here's my friend Celeste from Putnam, Connecticut. We've probably known each other 20 years. I think I sold you your first tarot deck. Okay, Paloma, how are you? So glad you're here. Okay, so there's a bunch that we're going to do here today, and a lot of it will be related to the holiday. I have a couple of exercises around gifts, and we have some exercises around predicting the new year. Diana Price, you have been on my mind so much recently. I'm wondering how you are doing, where you are in your travels. Hey, Sally Larkin. Sally actually made it to actual Tarot Circle at Panera in Palm City yesterday, and it was so great to see her. She's my good friend from Connecticut who now resides quite near me in Florida. And Julie, glad you're here. Also a local girl. Glad to have you. Sabrina is here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay, Linda officially makes us international. She's in Liverpool. Very good, which means it's really late at night for her. So we really appreciate her staying up to hang out with us. Okay. So, hey, Jean, how you doing? My Florida friend who's from New York, I think. I think that's where you're from. Glad you're here. Jean's a great reader. She works with a lot of different tools and is a good reader. So let's start with some readings. Who has a burning question? A burning question can be a question you would ask a room full of tarot readers. That might be a question about your life, something you would like to know. Let us read for you today. It might also be a question about tarot, about a particular card, about a technique, something you want to know about how to work with the cards. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So, Stephanie, here we go. Okay, so Stephanie wants to start out with a mediumship reading. Now, and then we've got Diane with a career question, so we'll get to that as well. So if anyone would like to join in with readings, I'm happy to do these readings. I'll start. If anyone would like to join in, all you have to do is say the name of the person you're reading for, the card that you got, and your interpretation. So we're starting with a pretty heavy one. Um, let's go back there and see if I can find it. For Stephanie, this is for Stephanie. Stephanie had a family tragedy. I'm sorry to hear. Her grandmother and grandfather were both killed in a car accident, so they died together. And she wants to know if there is a message from them. Now, typically when I do mediumship readings, I'll use more than one card, but the exercise here is that we each get to use a card. So let's try this. This is sort of a heavier and deeper thing than we sometimes do here, but I'm happy for the opportunity to work with this. So if you would like to participate, focus in on Stephanie's grandmother and grandfather and breathe with that for a moment and ask for a message from them. Pull a card, see what message comes to you, and then put it in the comment section with her name, Stephanie, the name of the card you got, and your message. Let's see what we got. I find that a lot of times tarot people feel like they don't have the mediumistic skills, but if they try, the spirits will speak. I really believe that spirit is very often very anxious to speak with us. We just have to be open to it. So for Stephanie, okay, what I got is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And with it, this whole thing came flooding in for me, which I will share. Yes, really bad luck. Really bad luck to have both people taken in such a way so tragic. But the message I'm getting from them is neither of them wanted to be the first to go. That they got to go together was the final blessing of their very blessed lives, and they are together still. That is not in any way to make the weight, to make light of the weight of this terrible tragedy for your family. But from where they sit, what they are saying is it is a tragedy for those who are still living, and they understand that. But for them, they're happy with the deal they got. That's what I got. I hope other people will share. And if we are reading for you, you make sure you read through the comments. That's where a lot of this happens. A lot of the wisdom of Global Tarot Circle isn't coming out of me. It's coming in those comments. So make sure you read through and you can comment back. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, my friend Diana, so glad to see her. I need career advice. Started teaching English. Man, you do so many different things. It's one of the things I love about you is you do just so many different things. But I got a writing opportunity working with paranormal topics. Well, that's right up your field, right up your alley, as they say. So what kind of career advice can you give for Diana? If you would like to do this reading, please say her name, Diana, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. What can you tell her about career advice? Should she take this writing opportunity? Will it work out? What do we see for her career? Ace of Wands, just as I'm seeing Diana say, I do too much, I get the Ace of Wands and it's reversed. So, yeah, there's a lot of great opportunities here. The thing is, you're too tired to enjoy them. I think the career advice is really to follow your passion as much as your pocketbook will allow. If you have the opportunity to do things that move your passion forward, you must. However, you also have to make sure you're paying the bills and doing what you need to do. And right now, it feels like self-care is very important because I'm seeing this reversed. I'm not seeing it this way. If I was seeing it this way, I would just be saying, oh my gosh, let the creative energy flow. You've got great things going on. Here, reverse, and this is a good lesson in how I do reversals. Here, that creative energy is there. That possibility is there, but you're not really feeling the energy because you have so much pulling at you. And so you're going to have to figure out how to work with that. Okay. Paloma. Okay. So Paloma wants to know about her ex. She wants to know if her ex might try to come back and how he feels about her. So again, we're doing one card pull. So see what you see in that card regarding her ex, regarding what might happen in the future or how he might be feeling. I'll do one card too. If you would like to read for Paloma, go ahead and put her name in, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. And I see Amy reading for Diana right now. Very good. Okay. For Paloma, what about that ex? Yeah. So, and again, this is going to be a good lesson in how I do reversals. Just follow me here. This is the 9 of Wands reversed. I think he is still thinking about you, and I think he is going to try to come back to you. And I think his way in is going to be just as friends, or let me help you, or even talking about how wounding the situation was for either you or he and how we are healing. But there's going to be a way for him to get in. And I would just say you might want to consider whether or not you're going to let him in. That's the thing. And that wasn't your question. Your question was, will he? My answer is yes. But I feel like he's your ex for a reason. Just my thought. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, Donna is here but having computer issues, so we hope she gets that straightened out, because it's good to have here. Amy, my friend Amy, what does the universe want me to know at this time? Amy knows how to get on my good side, because you guys know that's my favorite tarot question. And it's also a teachable moment, because for any of you who say, I can't do general readings, I need a specific question, I need to know the context of the question. To you, I say this. Here is your specific question, and this is the specific question of any general reading. What does the universe want me to know? Give yourself permission to open up to that question. Okay? So, for Amy, and anyone who wants to join me in reading for Amy, please do so. Her name, Amy, A-M-I-E. The name of the card you got and your interpretation. This is how we learn from each other. And oddly, this is also how we seem to have fun. Tarot people are weird, aren't we? Okay. I think this is fun. Don't you think this is fun? I think this is fun. Okay. So, Amy, what does the universe want Amy to know? Oh, this is so freaking fabulous. Oh my gosh, do I love tarot. Okay, those of you who have been following month to month, Cheryl, you're here. Glad you're here. Having problems with the video. I'm sorry to hear that, but still glad you're here. Okay. So those of you who have been following, Amy tries to be with us every month. And we've seen her go through her marriage. We've seen her husband get his dream job. And because of that, they have packed up their 3 kids and their cats and all of their worldly goods and trucked it across the country to start a new life. And this has all just happened, and we have been part of it, doing readings all the way through, which is another thing I love about tarot, is it sort of helps us to know each other. Hey, Nancy Hopping, my friend from the Poconos, glad you're here. So that's my long preamble to Amy's reading about what the universe wants her to know. It was worth the long preamble because Amy, that sounded more like Baby Shark than I wanted it to. I'm sorry. Okay, the Fool. The universe wants you to know that you are on a grand and glorious journey. And there will be good days and bad days, and you will not know what's ahead, and you will not necessarily feel comfortable with all of this. But you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, and try to do it with a joyous heart, ready for the next step of the adventure. Do not be afraid. It's all about a leap of faith. Can anyone think of a more appropriate card for Amy at this time? Well, let's all pull cards for Amy and see what you get. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Celeste, my friend Celeste. Okay, Celeste wants to know if there's a move in her future. So is that moving to your dream spot in Maine? Is that moving somewhere else? Curious minds want to know. But let's take a look. Anyone who would like to read for Celeste? Her name, Celeste, the name of the card you pulled. We're doing one card pulls. And your interpretation, please. Is there a move for Celeste? Okay. Ten of Wands reversed. Very often I see the Ten of Wands as having to do with letting go of a burden. So I even wonder if this could involve your retirement. I also see the Ten of Wands reversed as sort of having help from your friends. So that could be moving into a new community. So I don't have a real sense of exactly what's happening here, Celeste, but I'm curious. I'm looking forward to seeing what other people get here, but I think a move really could be possible. And with the Ten of Wands, I would say within the next year, I would think that would be possible. So if you'd like to read for Celeste, go ahead. Hey, Ashna, good to see you here. She says, I don't think I've ever seen your lives. Cool to include other readers. Yeah, this is Global Tarot Circle. I've been doing these meetings in person. And in fact, there's a lot of people in the thread here who have come to in-person Tarot Circle when I was in Connecticut or in Pennsylvania or now here in Florida. And part of the format is we share readings. We read for each other. And at about the half-hour mark, we'll switch up from readings to exercises. Which is exactly what we do when I do the in-person Tarot Circle. So yeah, this is a little different from a live let me read for you thing. It really is meant for learning and community building. I believe that your tarot friends are your best friends, and this is a great way to make tarot friends all around the world. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Lots of good conversation, looking for questions. Thank you, everyone, for participating in readings. Hey, Jennifer in Rhode Island. So nice that you're here. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. So we have Faye Powell, who introduces herself as Connie from Florida. Are you Connie or are you Faye? That's an interesting question. We'll call you Connie because that's what you called yourself. But she's coming up as Faye Powell. Okay, I have a serious meeting tomorrow, a lot riding on it. What do you see for me? Great question. Okay, everyone, shuffle those cards. If you'd like to read for Connie, put her name, Connie, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. What do you see for this serious meeting tomorrow? Now, with a question like this, you may end up with advice, something that she needs to know going into the meeting. It might be prediction, what we see coming out of the meeting. Whatever comes up in regards to this meeting, go ahead and share it. Okay. And again, I'm teaching a lot about reversals here today because I seem to be getting a lot of reversals. This is a card I like to see reversed. So for you, Connie, I get the 8 of Swords reversed, which says to me, you don't have anything to worry about here. Do not be anxious. Go in breathing well with your eyes open, ready to see where this goes. Whatever you're worried about here is not likely to be a problem. It's not an easy situation, but it's likely to go well. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, and again, if we read for you, and if I read for you, other people are reading for you too. So go ahead and read through the comments and get your reading. These are group readings that we're doing together. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got Celeste reading for Amy. Hey, Joanne Matthew, my friend Joni. Okay, so this is Joni. Here's Joni. And if you've chatted in questions, we're getting to you. I see a few questions coming in, and we still have quite a few minutes to do readings. So we'll get to you. Okay. Do. Joni. Okay, Joanne. It's Joanne Matthew. We call her Joni. A couple of things in my room. Those of you who have been here in my conference room have seen my chakra banner and my Wheel of the Year picture. Those things were made by Joni. So, she's my friend. Okay. So, Joni or Joanne wants to know what the universe wants the world to know. So this is sort of like what's going on the planet, some larger message for the world. What is a larger message for the world? So this is not a reading for Joanne, but we'll still put her name there. So Joanne, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. And this is a fun contextual interpretation. Whatever card you get, you're going to interpret it from the context of this is a message for the whole world. Okay. Challenge accepted. The Wheel of Fortune. It's all about cycles. Everything comes in cycles. And if we're not happy where we are right now, that's okay. The wheel is always turning. Okay. That was kind of fun. All right, let's see what we got going on. Nancy. So Nancy came to Tarot Circle in the Poconos. She wants to know what the universe has to say to her. She's a nature photographer, and she says she's been photographing moving orbs, which is kind of an interesting thing. So, if you're reading for someone, make sure you put their name, the name of the card you got, and your interpretation. And if you'd like to read for Nancy, she wants to know what the universe has to say to her and is kind of wondering about those moving orbs. What the heck's going on with that? Linda, if I didn't see your question, go ahead and put it back in. If you don't mind, just put it back in. And that's true for anyone. I'm just trying to get through and pull out the questions I can. If I missed you, please don't be offended. I'm trying to get to everyone in order. And so just go and place the question in the thread again, and I do apologize. One of these days I'll have a staff here feeding me questions, and that will be easier. Okay, let's see. What do we see for Nancy? The 10 of Cups reversed. I really wonder if those orbs have to do with loved ones in spirit who are watching over you, and that you need to know that you are surrounded by your angels. That's what I think. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Lots of people doing readings. Okay, Suzanne Gunderson, I have not seen you in so long. It is great to see you. Question, will I get the job opportunity with CJ? Okay, if you'd like to read for Suzanne, put her name, Suzanne, the name of the card you got in the interpretation. Will she get her job opportunity? Will this come through? What can you tell her about this job opportunity? 3 of Pentacles reversed. I don't love the reversal. It may be that you will get it, but it will not turn out to be what you think it is. It may be it doesn't come through for you, or again, that it does, but not the way you want it to. However, overall, the energy of the 3 of Pentacles is positive. One way or the other, even if you have been going through a rough patch, one way or the other, you will move forward in a good way, with or without this opportunity. Okay, and here's Linda. I got the job. Congratulations. I want to know how it will go. Will I love it? And you're waiting on a start in January. So this is something we talked about before in previous meetings for Linda about this job. And I think we predicted that she would indeed get the job. And now she has it. She wants to know how it's going to go. So if you would like to read for Linda, go ahead and put her name, the name of your card, and your interpretation of that. How will her new job go? Three of Cups reversed. I'm the queen of reversals today, I swear to goodness. So it's not necessarily going to be easy, and the first 3 months may be particularly difficult. Some of the people you have to deal with may be difficult. Nonetheless, go forward with it. After those first 3 months, I think the potential is there for you to really love it. Hey, Kristen, my friend from Connecticut. Very good. Glad you're here. Sandra, glad you're here. Sandra wants to know if this is the right time to start her business. I may have just jumped ahead of a bunch of people because I saw her on the other side of my feed. I apologize to those people. I will scroll back in a minute, just trying to get as many people in as we possibly can in the time we have. If you would like to read for Sandra, go ahead and put her name, Sandra, the name of the card, and your interpretation. The question is now the time for her to start her business. What can you see for Sandra about her starting her business? Two of Wands. Now is definitely the time to plan, to dream, to set goals, to lay the foundation. You know, there's lots of different ways to start a business. Sometimes we ease into it. Sometimes we open with a bang. This is more of an easing into it. But you know what? Overall, the time is absolutely right. Just make sure you build those foundations and are very clear about what you're doing, and recognize, one of the key words for this card is manifestation. If you want this business, do the work to manifest it, but also do the spiritual work. Visualize it, bring that energy into it, and it could be very successful. That's what I think. All righty, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Excuse me. The mystery is solved for Faye. Connie is her first name. Faye is her middle name. Now we know the truth. Very good. Ooh, for Jennifer, my friend Jennifer Wiefenbach, we have known each other for many, many years. I want to say since I had my office in Putnam, Connecticut. That could be going back like 20 years or something. Excuse me. Okay, so Jennifer wants to know if she does a business, she has a business of rare plants, a rare plant business, will that work out for her? What do we see for that? Excuse me. Okay, so allergies. I'm so lucky to be in Florida where I have plant allergies. While you guys are all dealing with snow and whatnot, I'm dealing with pollen, and I'll take it. Thank you. Okay. Jennifer, your tree growing business. 9 of Wands reversed. There will be people that you think will help you that won't, but other people will. This is a great idea, and if you are patient with it, it will grow, no pun intended. It will take a little time, like trees do, but it's absolutely worth it. It totally makes sense. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, Celeste does prefer snow. We know that about you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, so, okay. I butchered your name last time and I failed to figure out how to pronounce it since then, so I apologize. Oni, maybe? Onye, Onye, maybe? I hate getting people's names wrong. My name is Christiana, not Christina, not Christine. I know how irritating it is when people get it wrong, and I apologize. But I still want to read for you. Now, we're going to be doing New Year's readings as part of our exercise, but this is a good way of getting us into that. What will 2019 bring me? So if you would like to read for her, the name is Onye, Inye. What do you see for her 2019? One card. Let's see what we got. The Lovers reversed. There may be some issues regarding a particular relationship or even regarding a particular desire for a relationship that need to be settled. It may be that you need to learn to be a better partner to yourself, a better friend to yourself. It may be that 2019 is really the year that you work on getting partnership and interaction with other people, be that romantic, friendship, family, or business, really getting that to where you want it to be in your life. And that would be fabulous. Okay. For Cheryl, glad you're here. Okay, going through grief counseling to uncover deeper issues, my path should be. Okay, so this is, we know that Cheryl is on a path for healing, but what else can you tell her about her path? So if you'd like to read for her, her name is Cheryl, then put the cards you got, and then your interpretation. Oh, Cheryl, this is beautiful. Ace of Wands, or okay, in this deck, Ace of Rods, to be specific. But it means the same thing, doesn't it? Staves, batons. It's all about the suit of fire. And for you, Cheryl, this is a beautiful thing. The Ace of Wands says to you that you're going to get yourself back. You're going to get your mojo back. You're going to get your groove back. That doing this counseling is exactly the right thing. And you're going to come through it and you're going to be filled with creative energy, with excitement for life. You are going to get yourself back and then some. That's what I see. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. And we're going to switch over to study. In just a few minutes, I'm going to gather some last questions. And we'll do those. And then we're going to move. And don't go away because our exercises are going to be really fun around the holiday. As I said, some discussion around holiday gift stuff. And then also we will all do readings for ourselves regarding the new year. Okay. Apparently I'm using Sherry's favorite deck. Yay. I like that deck too. Morgan Greer. Okay, and this is the Morgan Greer that comes in the cute little tin. Man, I love those tins. U.S. Games changed the tarot world with those cute little tins. I just got to say that. Okay, for Ashna, anything my spirit guides would like to tell me? Okay, very good. If you'd like to give it a go, Ashna, A-S-H-N-A, the name of the card, and your interpretation. What do her spirit guides have to say to her? Ace of Cups. So this can predict new love, be it new love between a couple or someone new coming in, or even a great new friendship. It's also about healing the heart and suggests that your heart will be healed and open and that you will be filled with the high vibration of unconditional love. How about that? Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Hey, Savannah, my friend, how are you? Hey, well, I got your attention. All of my local peeps. Okay, here comes shameless self-promotion. My holiday open house, man. We're doing it in Stewart at Unity of Stewart. We're doing it on Sunday the 23rd. That's the Sunday right before Christmas from 2 to 6. I've got like 13 readers and healers, all volunteering their time and their skills in exchange for your donation of non-perishable food items. We're giving it to Treasure Coast Food Bank. So come on down, all my local peeps. Come to Stewart, December 23rd for my holiday open house. Some of the people in this room right now will be there reading. I think others of you will be there getting readings. We have Ruby Hands coming to do healing work. We've got palmistry, astrology, tarot, all kinds of stuff going on, and it is all free in exchange for your donation to help the needy of our community. So join us. We want to see you there. Okay, I just had to do that. Okay, now let's see what we got. I'm just looking for more questions, just in case. Okay, I see more readings going on. Thank you, everyone, for participating in the readings. Okay, let us switch over. I have two sort of Christmas things to talk about, and then we're going to talk about New Year. And when I talk about Christmas, I'm also talking about Yule. I'm talking about the winter gift giving opportunity. And I like to talk about this at this time of year because no matter what you celebrate, you are probably in the position of having to find a gift for someone. And the question is, if you have someone who is hard to buy for, can you use tarot to choose a gift? And I say that you can, and that this is a great exercise, again, in interpreting cards in context. So, if anyone has a hard to shop for person, go ahead and tell us. You don't have to give names because if they happen to watch, we don't want to spoil any surprises. But let's see how the cards tell us about gifts. And I'll go ahead and do a sample. So I find my son, at the age he is, very hard to shop for. Basically, he's a Taurus. He's the man who has everything. What should I get him this year? 2 of Wands. So here's a couple of ways I might interpret this. One is something that helps him fulfill his dreams and his plans, and he's in school right now. So something associated with his schooling or something that he could use for his schooling. The other is I'm drawn to the model of that. Tabitha says it could be skis. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But yeah, I could see how that could absolutely work on a very literal level. Can you see that? It's perfect. I'm drawn to the world, the model of the world in his hand. And I know he likes to collect a lot of different sorts of figures, sort of character figures and things of that nature. And so the idea of a model of something shows up as well. So if anyone has a hard to buy for person and would like to ask about that, we will play for that. Walking sticks. That's an interesting one. Those industrial hiking sticks. That's a great idea for the 2 of Wands. I love that. I love that. So, I wanted to give you a chance to look at that. Oh, and this is good from Kate. Hey, it's good to see you, Kate. You said you would be here. Some spicy food thing, a food spice blend, which would be good for him because he likes to cook. He likes to eat too. And he likes spicy food. Spicy international food spice blend. That's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Oh, and then Donna says, how about a really cool globe? Yeah, right. That's perfect. That's the kind of thing he would like too. So you see how this works. I wanted to show you this technique because it's such a fun way to pull ideas out of the cards. So I wanted to share that with you. The other thing I like to play with around the holidays, and okay, for those of you who are in the air, chopsticks. Tasha says chopsticks, Tasha Lee, which is brilliant because he loves Asian stuff. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And Susan says a planner or a GPS also makes perfect sense for the 2 of Wands. So you see how one card brings up all of these ideas, many. Here's one. Linda. Okay. Linda says her mom is a nightmare to shop for. Very hard to please. So anyone wants to give a suggestion to Linda for her mother? I got the Page of Swords, which for me is something about communication. It could be a book. It could be a beautiful pen. It could be nice stationery. It could be something technological, but something having to do with communication. It could be a phone. It could also be a something where you learn, like a book where you learn or a course or something of that nature. So fun exercise. Right. Roxanne says a phone. Right. So that's fun. The other thing I wanted to talk about goes back to what Joanne was saying earlier about what does the world need to know. What if we can use, and I know that we can use our cards to manifest things. So at this time where we are giving energy in the holiday, and give Linda's mom hot gossip. That's fabulous, fabulous. Um, okay. Okay. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff going on here in the chat room. Definitely follow the comments here. I can't follow them and talk all the time at the same time, but oh my gosh, there's some good stuff going on in there. All right. We do magic with the cards as well as divination. We can cognitively choose a card, and we can give the energy of that card as a gift to someone. In fact, that's one of the exercises we'll be doing, shameless self-promotion for my local people, on the 20th. It's a Thursday. I'm doing a special solstice class at Dream Angels in DeQuesta, 7 o'clock. You got to register for it. But this is like an exercise we'll be doing there. So if there's an energy that you want a person to have, you can cognitively choose a card and give them the energy of that card. Now, what if we were to do that for the world? Sally says Ace of Pentacles, scratch tickets or cash. Yeah, there you go. I love it. So when we look at this, let's do this. Rather than at random, look at your deck, and you don't even necessarily need to pull out the deck. You can just pull out the card. You can just say the name of the card and make that energy happen. What energy would you like to give the world? Whether we think about it as an energy to start 2019 right, or an energy as a holiday gift, what would you like to give the world? And I'm going to say the King of Wands, so that everyone in the world could feel empowered. My friend Camille is here. It is good to see you. I think about the King of Wands as being the epitome of that fire energy. That energy that motivates us, that energy that excites us, that pleases us, that gives us humor. And if everyone felt empowered, if it wasn't just some people having power and other people not, if we all felt that we were free to pursue our enterprises, to pursue our health, to pursue our well-being, and to pursue the things we're passionate about, it would be a better world. So that's what I would want to give the world. So that's an interesting holiday tarot exercise. Now, we had a request today to do, we've got some fun ones coming in. The star. What was the star for? Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely, the star. Hope and trust in the larger. I missed that going by. But Donna also says the star. I would give the world the star. I think we can get in trouble and need, I think we are in trouble and need all the hope we can get. So a couple of people giving the world star. Joanne gives the world strength to carry on, to achieve, to survive, and stand strong. Here's Susan's, the star, hope and trust in the larger vision. Amen, sister. Beautiful, beautiful. Kristen's gift to the world, the Four of Swords. Respite from our busy lives, an adult time out, a good night's sleep, slowing down in being, taking a rest from the multitasking. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. So what a great exercise is this. Doesn't that feel good? Now, if you're not a member of our Global Tarot Circle group on Facebook, please do join. We can continue these exercises and these conversations throughout the month if we want. Tasha gives the world the Ace of Cups, overflowing love and clean water for all. Hallelujah. So mote it be. Amy gives the world the Four of Wands, a foundation of belonging. Oh man, and can you feel that magic? I mean, I recognize that we're not going to change the world with one card, but doesn't that energy feel good? And don't you feel like that brings something to the greater good and helps move us forward? Okay, now let's move ourselves forward. It was requested that we do a New Year's exercise where we do a reading, and we played with this last year and it was fun, so we're going to do it again. And if you don't have time to chat it in, or if you want to talk about it more later, go ahead. If you're not a member of the Global Tarot Circle group on Facebook, please do ask to join. I'll let you in, I promise. Oh, and Sandra's giving temperance to the world. The world needs to let it flow and believe in something special. Oh, that is beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now here's a 2-card reading for your new year. 1 card for something that you are letting go of. As we release 2018, what is something you can let go of? What is something you can heal from? What is something you can leave in the past? Okay, that's the first card. Let's all that do. Let's do all that together. 1 card. What are we leaving in the past? And I got the 8 of Wands reversed. So that is, I think, a feeling of, the paralysis of analysis, where things are not flowing, where things are not moving. This year, I welcome into my life a greater flow. And you can see how I just sort of turned it around like that. Well, Rachel Pollack says that a reversed card can be a magical act. So mote it be. So mote it be. So what card do you get? 1 card for something you are leaving behind in 2018. 1 card for some healing that you are doing as you move into 2019. Go ahead and chat it in. And when you do, chat it in with leaving behind, because the next exercise is what we're opening up to, what we're welcoming. Tasha says 5 of Wands, leave behind the struggles. Camille, a greater flow. Yes, ma'am, we want a greater flow, absolutely. Amy is leaving in the past the 3 of Swords, all the heartache of the past. Yeah, you go, girl. Very, very good. Joanne is leaving in the past the 4 of Cups. Stop focusing on what is lost and look at what is in front of me and present. Very good, very good. Kristen is leaving behind the 6 of Swords. So excited, so ready to leave the grief behind. Donna got the Ace of Swords reversed. Letting go of negative thoughts and thinking and feeling. Yes. Okay, Celeste, the Wheel of Fortune. What is she leaving behind? Here's my interpretation on that. And the Wheel of Fortune can be a tough card to interpret. It can mean a lot of things. We don't want to say you're leaving behind good luck. But, part of the Wheel of Fortune is it's the stuff that's out of your control. And I think you may be leaving behind some of the things in your life that infuriate you and frustrate you because they are out of your control. Either you will gain greater control or you will be able to leave some of those things behind. Okay. Very good. Very good. This is good from Tasha Lee for Celeste. It can be frustration spinning your wheels, the rat race. From Kristen, taking more active control. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Linda got the 7 of Wands and says she's leaving behind being defensive and aggressive, taking things too personally. That's a very good interpretation of that card. Okay, so fun exercise. And again, if you want to carry this into our group, by all means. Sandra's leaving the 9 of Cups. Stop keeping all to herself. Very good. Okay, Sally, leaving behind the 3 of Cups. Now, that's not really, and this is a great lesson in contextual reading, because that's not something we really want to leave behind. However, the 3 of Cups can talk about overindulgence. Maybe there are ways you have overindulged or things or thinking you have overindulged in, and that is something you can leave behind to bring more balance. Does that make sense? There's a social thing about the 3 of Cups, too, that maybe there has been some social anxiety or social disappointment that you might be leaving behind, opening up to new friends. Okay. Hey, Linda's here. We haven't seen you yet tonight. Glad you were able to join us. Okay, our final exercise. Our final exercise is the second card of this two-card reading. What are you welcoming? We've talked about what you're leaving behind. What are you welcoming? What are you welcoming in 2019? And Ashna says for Sally, leaving behind outdated friendships and the lack of alone time. That's a good one. I like that. Very good. Kate is leaving behind the Page of Pence, her newbie mentality in career and passenger mentality at home, taking charge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so one more card for the evening. What are you going to embrace? What energy will be available to you in 2019? Interesting stuff coming up here for me. I got the Three of Wands. And I'm looking at that because I really am looking for some greater success. I'm working on some new projects and I'm really looking for them to do very well. And, I'm hesitant, almost to grab that energy. But it's interesting to me that this came up, that the real. So let me say that for 2019, I am really open to the possibility of success. So go ahead and chat yours in. What are you opening up to in 2019? Go ahead, share what card you got. And Sandra got the Magician, opening up to all new possibilities. That's beautiful. Joanna's welcoming the Knight of Wands, new passion, new ventures, new excitement. Very good. Tasha is welcoming the world, things falling into place. Ashna is welcoming the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Hallelujah. Celeste is welcoming the Magician reversed. You know what I'm going to say? You turn that Magician right side up. Welcome that energy fully. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tasha is welcoming the world. Very good. Very good. Okay. Kristen is opening up to the King of Cups, expressing emotions, being open to love. Very good, very good. So as you chat those in and definitely share with each other, I want to do a little shameless self-promotion, and I invite you as well. Hey, Deirdre, good to see you. I invite you as well to do some shameless self-promotion. If you have a website, an event, a Facebook page that you would like to promote, go ahead and drop a link. If you've written a book, anything at all, go ahead and drop a link. I'll do mine verbally. I want to let you know two important things that I haven't already mentioned today. One is you have 2 more days to sign up for your LEAP 2019 special tarot reading session. So I'm doing a very special reading. I'm only going to be doing it from January 2nd to the 31st. And it's all about how we are leaping into 2019. It's an hour-long reading. I'm offering it at a special price. But here's the catch. I'm doing a very limited number of them. You have to sign up by December 12th, so you have 2 days. You can sign up directly on my website, christianagodet.com. Find the link right there and sign up. You can sign up and pay right on the website. Or you can reach out to me, just private message me here, and I'll get you set up. We can use PayPal or another method to get it going. We'll get you on the calendar. You must be registered and paid by December 12th, and we will conduct the reading sometime between January 2nd and January 31st at your convenience at the time that you choose. So, only 2 more days to get that going. The other thing is tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern, Jenna Matlin and I are going to be talking tarot business on Zoom. I put this out in my newsletter. It's also on an event in Tarot Nerds. It's also listed on the Newts Facebook page. Newts is Northwest Tarot Symposium. And Jenna and I will be presenting the Pro Development Day on the Monday after the symposium. You can stay for an extra day, spend the day with Jenna, me, and also Jay and Jadzia DeForest, where we will be working on getting your tarot business where you want it to be. So in advance of that, Jenna and I are doing a free hour informal webcast where you can ask questions and we can solve problems. So if you have a tarot business or want to have a tarot business, this is a great thing for you to do. So if you go to my Facebook page tomorrow, either my business page or my personal page, you'll see the Zoom information. If you don't see it anywhere, you can always PM me and say, Christiana, how do I join on Zoom? You can call in, you can use an app, or you can go straight to the website. You are more than welcome. It is a free thing that Jenna and I are doing to help you grow your tarot business. So we would love to have you there. So that's my shameless self-promotion. Of course, I'm always available to you for readings, for mentoring, however I can help you. I have a great mentoring program that you might enjoy. We actually have a few more minutes. I've jumped the gun here. We have a couple more minutes here. So if you have already dropped your shameless self-promotion, we can see each other's things. So let's support each other. And since we have now 4 minutes before we say goodbye, and we have done our New Year reading for ourselves, we've talked about the holiday gifts, how we can use the cards to find mundane gifts, but also how we can use the cards to find spiritual gifts. Let's do one more card together. And again, you can share it here. You can also, if you like, share it on the Global Tarot Circle Facebook page. One more card at random, which is a gift that the universe is giving you. It may be a gift you're aware of. It may be a gift you're not aware of. What is a gift that you are now receiving from the universe? I got the Four of Wands. Now, on one hand, I can say, well, that is the gift of my fabulous husband. And those of you who know him know I'm lucky to have the dude I do. But it also, I think, speaks of stability and celebration and wonderful things. That's the gift I'm receiving. What gift are you receiving? If you'd like, go ahead and pull a card now. You can share it here if you like. You can also share it on the Global Tarot Circle Facebook page. And I wish you all the best, however you celebrate the holidays. Whatever it means to you, I wish you all the best of everything. And I thank you so much for being here. And I really hope, my local friends, that I will see you at some of our events as well. So the 10 of Cups for Sandra, a new cycle. 10 of Cups, I would also say the gift of love, the gift of a family connection with friends or family. Celeste, her gift is the Two of Cups. And certainly, I know your husband, you got a good one too. But in general, the gift of love. Kristen, as a gift, the Eight of Swords. For that, I would honestly say maybe learning how to get out of that. Maybe your gift is learning how not to think yourself into a box. Amy's gift from the universe, the Four of Pentacles, financial stability. Donna's gift is the Ten of Swords reversed. Well, yeah, either way, when we look at the context of the question, that can be all about allowing yourself to heal from past trauma. And that could be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Linda got the Queen of Pentacles, receiving and nurturing love. Julie got the Four of Cups reversed. For me, that's the gift of making the best of a situation and turning it into something great. Okay, so that is our time. Thank you so much for playing here with me today. I'm going to do my best to get this video shared in Global Tarot Circle and also on YouTube, so those who want to watch it in archive can. And I appreciate so much having you guys here. I wish you all the best. We will meet again in January, so I can say I will see you next year. And again, thank you all so much for being here.